Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Leila. In case you're new here, I'm a nurse here in Germany and I'm also a part-time English teacher. So for today's video, I'm just going to be doing a vision board review. So beginning of this year, I made a video where I was doing my vision board and someone was asking me to do a review of my vision board after I had finished. So this is what I am going to be doing today, and I'm going to be showing you what my goals are for 2025 plus how I'm planning to achieve my goals. Before, I never knew what a vision board was, and through TikTok I got to know that there is something called a vision board. And if you are someone who forgets their goals, a vision board could actually be something helpful to keep you in focus. So I made a vision board last year, and all the goals that I had put onto my vision board, I achieved them without fail. And now I was thinking I'm going to be doing a vision board also for 2025 since it worked for me the last year. So if you are someone who has been struggling with keeping focus onto the goals you would want to achieve, I would advise you to start making a vision board right now, because it's not yet too late. It's just February, so you can still do it. I actually advised my sister, my cousin, I tell them all that if they want to achieve their goals and do not want to forget the things that they want to do for 2024, they should do a vision board, because a vision board is something that holds you accountable. So every time you walk in the room, you are reminded that you have to work on to getting these goals done, you know? So if you are creating a vision board, it's very important that you also attach photos to the vision board, yeah, so you cannot just put the goals, because then it will look boring. Now, it was difficult for me to find the right pictures that match the things that I want, but I at least managed to find most of the things that represent the goals. For example, now if you are seeing here, this is a head and this is a brain. So this represents the things that I want to do career-wise. And so on this picture boundary, I included learning more about medication Wirkungen, like learning more about medication and their work in the body, like knowing a pill, a certain tablet, and what it does also. So if you're a nurse, you must know that we have a lot of medications that we usually administer to our patients, and my goal for 2025 is that I learn about these medications. Okay, I might not get to learn about all these medications, but the most important medications that I use at work, I would like to learn more about them and then understand how they work in the body. Okay, not just reading, oh, the doctor has prescribed this and then I just administer them. No, I want to know how do they work. So if it's a medication that is working on the blood pressure, I would want to know which part of the body does it work on. Does it work on the arteries, or does it work with the heart, inside the heart itself, you know? So, and then I have something else to about career-wise, doing practicum in Krankenhaus. So I am doing a further studies, and this requires me to do a practicum. Although they told us we can do the practicum, we have time to do the practicum until August, but now, I mean, until August. And but the thing is, I would really want to finish up everything that has to do with my further studies before April ends. So recently I went to a clinic here in my city and I applied for a practicum, and luckily enough they accepted to give me practicum. But then, and suddenly, the 2 weeks that I had gotten, those are the 2 weeks where we do not have workers at my own workplace, and I ended up having to ask if they can postpone it onto the last 2 weeks of April. So I am keeping fingers crossed that the hospital says yes, because also I know they have their own students and they cannot put us all in the hospital for practicum at the same time, because it might be too overflooded and the people showing us things might not be enough. The nurse who is responsible for showing students things might not have the time to work on me and work on the students and all that, you know. So they might say no or they might say yes, but that won't stop me from doing the practicum, because I also have a plan B. But I'm just waiting for them to tell me how it's gonna be, and then I can know what to do next. So I'm already working on this, and I'm also already working on this. This one I already started working on it in January, and this one I just started working on it last week. So passing my VB and getting my certificate. VB means my Weiterbildung. I want to pass my further studies that I'm doing, and I want to get my certificate. I want to graduate. So I'm going to be doing an exam this coming week, and I hope that all goes well and I get my certificate. So to get the certificate, I will need the practicum, because you have to finish, it's one package, you know. We do the mündliche Prüfung, we do the schriftliche Prüfung, and then we do the practicum. Now I already did the schriftliche, the written exam, I already did it, and now we're doing the oral Prüfung, the oral exam, and then I do the practicum, and then I get my certificate. So those are the things that are related to my career. So those are the goals. There are 3 goals that are related to my profession and that are related to career. Yeah, and then we carry on and go to celebrations. So as you see here down, to represent celebrations, I put food like grilling outside, chilling with friends, and the goals that I put onto there is celebrating my 30th birthday big. So I usually do not celebrate my birthday, because I grew up not celebrating my birthday because we were 5 kids and it was so expensive for my parents to celebrate each one of our birthdays, and also we were in boarding schools, so we were not celebrating birthdays. But my 30th birthday is coming up and I really want to celebrate it big, because in Germany this is called a Runde Geburtstag, you know. So if you're making if you're turning 20, if you're turning 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and you go on like that, those are birthdays here in Germany that you are supposed to celebrate big. And I'm planning to invite my family over here where I'm staying, and then we'll go and celebrate maybe in a restaurant and have a nice time. But it will cost me a lot of money, and that's why I put it onto my vision board, because I need to save money for it, because I cannot invite people on my birthday and then I expect them to pay for themselves in the restaurants, you know. So when it comes to hobbies, again, here I have choosing to celebrate small things. So normally I get so caught up with the things that I do on a daily basis, and I forget to celebrate the small achievements. And for 2024, I want to start celebrating small achievements. And this brings me to say that I am glad that I have been monetized here on YouTube, and that's a small celebration that I am going to be celebrating soon. And I thank you guys very much. You guys for watching my videos and commenting. I appreciate very much. Thank you very much, guys. And then we go on to keeping my TikTok active 2 times a week minimum. Okay, this one I've been failing on it, and I'm not thinking of also improving on it, because right now I'm so focused on just being here on YouTube, because I find the videos here and the interaction here on YouTube more better than the one on TikTok. On TikTok, I find myself posting things and telling people about something, but then people will not understand, because the videos are usually too short for me to explain in details. So I decided to put my focus here onto YouTube, but also I'm not forgetting my TikTok. Sometimes I'll be going live there and also posting a little bit, you know. So then also here I have spending only 2,000. Okay, this one is now finances. Now this is finances. I don't know why I put it down here, but it's down here. Let me just read it out. Spending only 2,000 on holidays. Oh my God. So if you know, in Germany we have a holiday culture and we usually go for holidays. And previously I have been going for holidays 3 times a year. And this time around I said I'm going to have a fixed amount that I am going to give myself to spend onto holidays, vacations, you know. So I decided to put my budget at 2,000 euros, and this is what I'm going to be sticking onto. And then we carry on here. Now we go upwards here, and I put saving 6,000 euros for my saving 6,000 euros for my emergency funds and doing my part-time and with, okay, I'm going to repeat it. Saving 6,000 for my emergency funds and doing my part-time without quitting. I'm calling myself out, you know. So I would like to save 6,000 euros onto my emergency funds. Yes, I might be saving money right now for my project that I have with my sisters, but besides that, I want to also save 6,000 euros for my emergency funds. So if you know about finances, you must know that they usually advise us to have an emergency fund, and they say emergency funds are supposed to be 2 times or 3 times minimum of your net income. So my net income is usually 3,000 euros, and I decided to double it, and that makes it 6,000 for my emergency funds. So I want to save 6,000 euros in this year, and I just save it for emergencies. So what do I even regard as emergencies on my side? For example, when I lose my job and I do not work for maybe like a month or 2, then I will use my emergency funds to pay my bills, to pay my investments, to pay my rent and all that, you know. So those are the emergencies that I can imagine having. But however, there might also be other emergencies that can come up, and then I might need to use my emergency funds. So for now, I'm not saving money into my emergency funds because I'm focused on to saving first for the project, the 10,000 euros that I want to save for the project. And then after, I will touch on the 6,000 for my emergencies. And then I was saying also on this goal that I would want to take up my part-time job and not quit. So in 2024, I had a part-time job where I was working in the care home, but when it reached summer, in winter, I was really actively working there and they were really paying me good money. But then when it came to summer, I came biased and I didn't want to work anymore, and I quit. Now I got a new part-time job. So when I say part-time job, I mean mini jobs, guys. Yeah, so I have a mini job where I started working and it pays me really good, and I really do not want to quit. So whenever I think of quitting, because now it's starting to get warmer, summer is coming, whenever I feel like quitting, I will come back and look at this, and then I'll force myself to go and work that too, and then I'll force myself to go work those 2 days for the mini job so that I get extra money, you know, because I need it. Then we go on to the next one. Here up, I put something like fancy, like fashion. I don't know. Let's just see what I put there. So I put, for example, here I put getting 4,000 subscribers and posting twice a week on YouTube, which I'm really trying to do. I'm trying to post as oft as I can here on YouTube. Sometimes you see me posting twice. Sometimes back I was even posting 3 times. But right now I'm back to posting only twice a week. And my days of posting on YouTube are Sundays and sometimes Tuesdays or Thursdays. So, and then after we go here up, and I put posting twice a week on YouTube. Okay, that one I have just explained it. Actually, it's also something that I wrote here, posting twice a week on YouTube. So I also made a separate goal for it. Oh my God, I forgot something else that I had to include on this vision board. I don't know how I forgot it. I was wondering what this had to represent. This, it's like a bedroom, a fancy bedroom kind of apartment here too. There is an apartment which is very beautiful with chandeliers. I was wondering what it was representing, but it represents my investment that I'm doing with my sister, that I would want to start working on an Airbnb in Uganda. So I will have to include it after this video. I will have to write it here too, and I pin it. And I'm already working on that. We bought the land and we are having now the architecture plan already. We are having the BOQs already. The BOQs are a little bit shocking because the prices they put are really so high, and I'm really scared that we might end up like losing hope, but I do not want us to lose hope. We are going to be focused. So this is my vision board. And I would like you guys to tell me, do you guys believe in creating vision boards? Have you created one? Have you been doing one each year for yourself? And if you haven't been doing vision boards, I would advise you to try it out, because sincerely speaking, a vision board is like an accountability coach, because every time you are going to be walking by the vision board, you're going to remember that there are goals that you have to achieve, and you will be looking onto it. And if you are someone who is outside there, you have been wanting to come to Germany for Ausbildung, and the only thing that is keeping you is the language certificate, and you do not know when to start, how to start, you should do a vision board including that on your vision board, like saying achieving a B2 German language certificate, and then you also include what goal you have next after getting that B2 language certificate. For example, you would say applying for the Ausbildung or applying for the nursing job, and then you will see things will be falling into line if you do have a plan for it that is visual. So try it out, and I would say this video will end here. If you have any questions that you would want me to answer, please comment them down below. I will answer all your questions. It doesn't have to do something with the vision board. It can be something about the Ausbildung, the nursing. Just comment them down below, and I will be interacting with you guys in the comment section. Until next time, bye.